Let's talk about this potential TikTok ban and how you can protect your brand. There was a congressional hearing with the CEO of TikTok, and wow, I didn't actually watch the whole thing, and I don't necessarily have a perspective around the data, the information that they're collecting, the risk uses, and all of that. Like, I just don't know enough about the situation to make an assessment. What I will say is that beyond like the kids dancing on TikTok and people using this for fun, this platform has actually created a life and a huge opportunity for a ton of creators, entrepreneurs, business owners, personal brands who leverage this as their core platform to communicate their message and connect with their audience. And for years, I wasn't even really a TikTok fan, but it has found a way to do what other social media networks have failed to do. At the same time, as a mother of teenagers and preteen boys, I for sure have my concerns over this platform for my own kids. But that's my job as a parent to address that and to parent them. The only kid that has access to TikTok or social media in general right now is my oldest, who is 15. And when we gave him access to social media, like we would with our other kids, there were rules, there were parameters around it, there are restrictions. I will check phones, zero apologies. This is my job as a mom, 100%. And while sure, it would be great if we could keep our kids in a bubble and protect them from all of the risks that social media brings, but at the end of the day, like, that's not realistic in life. People are so fearful of the internet and social media as though that is the core enemy of what is destroying next generation. But if TikTok gets banned, the risks don't disappear. Like, our job as parents doesn't all of a sudden get easier because TikTok isn't in the picture. There are a ton of other reasons why Congress is trying to ban TikTok. Sure, I don't know the nitty-gritty on all of them. I don't have an opinion on that. But as a mom and as the CEO of a marketing agency, I want to stress these two things. As a parent, you have an obligation to protect your children and to be proactive with the things that you give them access to and to teach them how to navigate a mean, cold world. And do it in a way that doesn't make them jaded, but instead helps them see the good in other people while still protecting themselves. That's never going to go away as parents. Social media doesn't have to be our enemy. We could figure out how to leverage each of these platforms in a way that actually does allow us to do good and to use our voice for better. An example of this is the situation that happened to my son this summer. I used TikTok to share that story among other social media platforms, but the place where it went the widest in terms of reach was here. Almost 20 million views on that video caused massive awareness from everyone that really led to 2 felony charges and filings that happened. Would that have happened without the virality of it? I don't know. The internet has opened the doors to allow us to amplify our message in a way that was never accessible to people like you and I, who are truly nobodies. We're not celebrities, we're no one famous. Like, we are just people who want to share a message or need to expose something that was wrong, and we want to stand for that, and we want to make sure that people know about it and it doesn't get swept under the rug. So whether it be TikTok or any other platform, find a way to teach your kids how to navigate this new digital world, which is their future, their kids' future, for the better, not for the worst. And listen, as a self-made entrepreneur who built a marketing agency from scratch, leveraging organic marketing like TikTok, other social media platforms, to be able to communicate my message and connect to my ideal client, I am so grateful for the doors that are opened around us. But in running my marketing agency and as a coach and a consultant, the number one thing that I teach my clients is to not put all your eggs in one basket. The best way to protect your brand is to leverage platforms you own. We don't own TikTok. We have very little control over this platform. Social media is borrowed land that you get to use to show up online and share your expertise, but the power is getting them into your circle. A private community, an email list, a blog on a website that you own. Having an omni-channel marketing strategy is the number one way to protect and grow your brand. Whether it's algorithm changes or companies go down or it becomes a massive political problem. If you did not build a solid brand foundation, you'd be SOL. You have so much more to bring to the table than short form videos on this app. Start repurposing your content on platforms that you actually own. Get your followers to join an email list like right now. If you want to join my email list to stay in the loop in communication with me, you can head on over to my Wink and Wile right underneath my picture and join my email community and get your people to do the same for you. Protect your brand through omni-channel marketing. And as a mom, as a parent, please don't fool yourself into thinking that if this TikTok app gets banned, all of a sudden your kids are living in a safer world. The risks are still there. It's about not operating out of fear and teaching your kids intentionally how to navigate this digital world. Because TikTok or not, it's gonna exist regardless. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Quite literally the longest video I've ever made on this platform. And I'm really curious, how do you feel about this issue? Let me know below while you still can.